Oh, you don't see a frog every day, especially here. Interesting. This is the first time that I have seen a frog here. Interesting. Yeah, Lisa is always interested in these windows. It's a barn and they have cattle. No, I forgot to mention that last week Slovenian government, as predicted, extended the border control here in Slovenia, and this was also done by Italian side, but not for 10 days but for 20 days. And currently they are thinking of I assume to extend it at least twice more, so that like for the they are assuming that during just before Christmas, the weather conditions will not be let's say beneficial for illegal migration. But yeah, we have very strange weather. It has been raining, but it has been also been 18-19 degrees Celsius, of course, so pretty warm. And Hugo is home. Pridna Lizi. Pridna. Pa Hugo, dej nehi no. Ja pa dej no. Dej nehi no. Dej. Zakaj si tako jezen? Dan. Ne moreš, boji se, a vidiš, prevelika si. Pridna. What is that on her collar? I have to check. There is something on it, or is there something being torn? Yeah, Hugo is always angry when we go by, and also angry at the other dog. And there is another dog. Lisa, kaj zdaj? Yeah, she hasn't noticed the dog. She's looking for him. And he's just there. Kaj zdaj? Pridna. Yeah, so, as I said before, one of the problems is with the illegal immigration is abuse of the asylum procedure. Because, when they get caught at our southern border, they immediately claim asylum. They are then brought to the center of Slovenia, basically halfway through Slovenian territory, where they are, registered as asylum seekers. They immediately, or in a couple of days, leave the asylum facility and continue on to Italy or Austria, and then of course further. And another problem is especially concerning Serbia, because Serbia has very liberal visum or entry policy. Liza, gledaj, muca je. Pridna muca. Lizi, Liza. Ja, končno. Pejte, greva. Pridna je muca. Ja. Liza, and this is, I think, another proof or evidence why she wouldn't survive in the wild. You know, closest relative of a wolf. Yeah, really. As I was saying, Serbia has quite liberal policy, and there are, a lot of cheap flights to Serbia, to Belgrade, and of course, people are coming to Serbia as tourists, legally, and then are going through the so-called Balkan route illegally to Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Slovenia, and further into Northern or Western Europe. But now even in Serbia they are quite not pleased with this situation, especially due to the fact that they had several armed incidents. Last one was last week, I believe. So migrant on migrant armed conflict arose. Migrants are not only victims but are also perpetrators. They are involved into smuggling of people, and then of course some of them are also armed, and there were, if I'm not mistaken, there were 3 dead and 1 wounded. Yeah, and this was not the first incident, of course, of this kind. There were several reports and also photographs taken of armed migrants roaming around. And yeah, countries will have to work together to deal with this security issue. Okay, that's it for now.